Hey y'all, welcome back to another Monday Momentum with me, your host, Crystal P. Sherrill. And if you're new here, you are in for a treat. Today, we're about to jump into one of my favorite subjects, how to simplify email marketing as a service-based business owner. So before I jump in, I am so elated for you to be here because this is a subject matter for service business owners that is really important. Because while content creators and influencers truly thrive with staying on social media platforms, as service based business owners, meeting new leads and prospects on social media sites is a great. But being able to continue to nurture them with our deeper thought leadership, our deeper insight to our brand, it happens offline. So let's jump into this training because I'm super excited to take you through it. Okay. So this is training, it's beyond social, right? Beyond social media, email marketing made simple for small business owners and entrepreneurs, right? It's about how do you take this idea of email marketing and how do you make it work for your business as a service-based business owner? So I'm going to jump right into it and I will not delay or hold anything back during this training. You are in for a treat of all the information on how business owners like myself, other service-based business owners have been thriving with meeting people online, but then taking them back into the inbox and really getting to know them. So if you are new here, my name is Crystal P. Sherrill, and I'm a planning and operations strategist. I truly believe that life and work should be simple. Like it doesn't have to be complicated. It's life is hard enough. The things that we can simplify in our day-to-day at work, at home, make life more meaningful, more joyful, just a true gratitude and gratefulness. So I'm all about simplifying your day-to-day from leaving your home to going to your office. And what does that look like in running a business? And what does that look like with operating different roles within your life? So I am all about simplicity. So we're going to jump into how to make your email list simple. Okay. And you're going to have tons of information about different ways and different email sequences that you can give to your audience to continue to nurture them. I'm even going to walk you through how to build out your own 52 email newsletter. Just wait, just wait. It's coming, okay? So let's jump into it. This is really important. The power of email marketing. In the world where social media drowns us day in and day out, a lot of people have forgotten the power of email marketing. Let me tell you why email is a necessity and it's something you want to have in place for your business. Social media is a luxury. Yes, it is a part of our day to day for most Americans, but honestly, it's a luxury. It's not a necessity. Okay. What is a necessity is your email. Why? In your email box, you have your children's school, you have doctor's appointments, you have bank statements, credit card statements, utility bills, things that you have to go check on. So when you are able to take a new lead or a prospect off of social media and into their inbox, you are now moving yourself from unnecessary to a necessity in their day. So I'm going to show you how to move them off of social media and then become a part of their necessity where they are used to seeing you, you have a consistency with showing up, and they are used to engaging with you in their email box. Okay. All right. But let's think about it. A lot of people get overwhelmed with email marketing because you're like, well, what emails do I send? What do I say? How often do I send these emails? I'm going to walk you through understanding a welcome sequence and how to welcome someone into your email list, a 5 email sequence, which is like a shorter email sequence for free lead magnets or free courses or free things that you want to offer your audience so they can get to know you, a 10 email sequence where they've paid a little money and you want to give them a little bit more information than a free lead magnet. And then the ultimate 52 email sequence. This is building out your newsletter. This is your thought leadership in what you do in your business. This is your expertise right here. And this is how you continue to build that reputation with your audience and being consistent in their lives weekly, right? They are used to seeing you in their inbox weekly. We want to get you on that necessity list for your audience, okay? But before then, let's understand the client journey. Okay. So the client journey starts with someone just getting to know you. Who are you? What exactly do you do? Where can they meet you? This is the knowing stage. So this is the first place that someone meets you. You can think about this as Instagram. People get to know you on Instagram. Maybe yours is TikTok. So this is the entry point into your client journey sector, right? Now that they know you, they know your name, they know where they can find you. How do you build this like? They have to like you, okay? No one's going to engage with someone that is then talking about a topic that they're interested in or doesn't have any similarities to them. How do they get to from knowing you to liking you and actually liking your material and your content? This is based on making sure you know your ideal audience, making sure that you're putting content out that resonates with things that they like, things that they're interested in, things that they're searching on the internet. Building this like factor is really important because you want to make that human connection, even though it's online. Now we're going to move into the next step, which is trust. Okay, that is a tricky 5-letter word, I know, but trust. How do you build trust with your audience? A new lead, a new prospect, someone who doesn't know you from anyone else on the internet. How do you build that trust? That trust is built by consistency. The more consistent you are able to show up, the more that audience, that lead, that prospect will feel like they know you. They are your friend. You all are building a relationship that they can trust. So that trust factor is really important because that is going to set you up for the next phase. And I call it the finish phase and the welcome phase at the same time, because this is where you now welcome them into an offer and they are ready to work with you. They have built the know, the like, the trust. Now they want to work with you. And now you get to welcome them into an offer, into a service, and actually helping them through a transformation, right? So now that you understand the client journey, I'm going to keep moving myself. Now that you understand the client journey, let's go through the different email sequences and when do you use them? Okay. So the first email sequence that I mentioned was the 5 email sequence. So the 5 email sequence is a shorter email sequence, right? It's 5 emails that happen in a sequential order after the initial action happens, right? So the initial action is someone downloads your free mini course from your website. That is the initiating action that now sets them into this sequence of 5 emails that will go off every 2 or 3 days that will continue to educate them on the free lead magnet that they just received, or continue to maybe upsell them on the next step to get them to the next goal that they're looking for. So this 5 email sequence is something you can think of as a first date. Okay. It's like a first impression. And you want this first impression to be amazing. You want it to be memorable and you want it to be exactly what they were looking for. This is what your 5 email sequence needs to feel like. It needs to feel like the first time someone's met you, but they want to stay around for a little longer, and you want to make them ready to. You want to make them eager to get to know you. So on this 5 email sequence, I want you to think of, I've given them something of value, right? Because you've given them like a free lead magnet. But now how can I extend that value, right? So now that they really get to like me, and I start building trust with them because I'm giving valuable information. And you're giving it for free. This is your expertise, this is your knowledge, this is your intellectual property, and you are giving it for free, which is already a bonus. But let's up the bonus through this 5 email sequence, okay? So when do you use the 5 email sequence? The 5 email sequence should be used for simple checklists or planners. You can use this for PDF guides, either fillable guides or printable guides. You can also use this for a mini video series, okay? A mini course on your website or video series of videos that you want to offer. And you can also do this for customizable templates. Let's say these are social media templates and they can customize them for their social media sites. This is a great lead magnet for people to get a taste of what your business does, get a taste of what your industry does, and then really decide if you're someone that they want to work with and get to know. So that is the 5 email sequence. Let's jump into the 10 email sequence. Now, the 10 email sequence, this is just, think of this as the next level of the 5 email sequence. You are more than likely giving something that is paid or a very low tier cost, okay? And this is the time that you get to take them deeper. You get to tell them about your story now. Now you are moving from no 5 email sequences, see if I like what you talk about, see if I like what you offer. And then the 10 email sequences, now you're building this deeper level of trust that we talked about, right? That tricky 5-letter word, but trust is really important. So this is where you want to really will them into what your brand offers. What's the message behind your brand? What's the why behind the reason why you do what you do? Take them deeper. Take them there so they can really understand who you are and build that trust level. So, but when do you use this 10 email sequence? You can use this 10 email sequence for limited time, 60-minute or 90-minute strategy session calls. You can use this for starter template bundles or small bundles of templates that you offer. You can even use this for a very low cost workshop. We're talking $97, $47, where it is they've made a small contribution to your business with that $47, right? But now you are going to take them down a deeper path into the benefits of that smaller offer. And you are even going to, at the end, potentially sell them on the next step. Your client is on a journey, okay? I know people like to describe ideal audiences as this one person that's on this one journey, but that's not true. Your audience has a starting point at A, and they're trying to get all the way to Z. At what points and opportunities from A to Z do you have to present them with an opportunity to work with you, an opportunity for you to help them transform, right? This is what you will be thinking of as your email sequence starts to taper off at the end. How can I take them to their next step? And how can I be their guide on their next point in their journey? Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into my favorite. It is the 52 email sequence. Why this makes me so excited is because I operate in excellence and so do my clients. And for us, that means I am here to give you the knowledge that you need so you can move forward. Our actions are based off impact, not income. Income is a byproduct of the amazing information and expertise that we put out through our impact, right? So the 52 email newsletter is the perfect way to continue to put your thought leadership in the world, to continue to pour into your audience, leaving impactful ways for them to grow, transform, become better, right? So this one is golden. And there's a certain way that you do the 52 email sequence. It is a certain way that you master having 52 emails that continue educating your audience, continues to nurture them, and really positions your thought leadership in your industry. And truth be told, your audience does not want to be sold 24/7. They don't want to be sold on Instagram, then sold every day or every time they see you in their inbox. Your 52 email sequence is typically reserved for education, nurturing, and thought leadership. So, one of the number one questions I get for mapping out and building your 52 email newsletter is, how do I write 52 emails? And I'm going to walk you through a simple 4-step process to get your 52 emails mapped out and written for the year. Okay. So the first step is start with 4 focus areas for your company. If you have 3 or if you have 5, that's perfectly fine. Sometimes the more the merrier. And you want to map out, what are the core focuses of your company? What are the core areas that your company delivers in? What are the core transformations and expertise? Write those 4 down across a sheet of paper or type it down on a Google Doc. I have an example here of productivity, right? So we're going to say this example is productivity, client success, system optimization, and personal growth. These are the 4 core areas for this brand, right? Now that you know the 4 core areas that you want to show up in, you want to provide transformation and insight to. The next thing you're going to do is break each focus into quarterly content. So the way that this looks for the productivity example is time management tips, workspace hacks, and goal setting strategies. So now you've taken productivity as a core focus of the business, and you've broken it down into 3 solid content areas that you're going to focus on for that quarter. Okay. Now we're going to move on to step 3. And you're going to plan and write quarterly emails. Yes, you're going to plan and write emails a quarter in advance. So you're going to write 1 quarter, which is 12 emails in advance. But the trick here, and this is why everyone's always saying, well, how do you create emails for the future? And I don't know what I'm going to be offering. These emails will be focused on evergreen products, evergreen services. Those mean these are services that never go out of style in your business. They are always around. Those are the services that you're going to build this email sequence off when you do want to sell. Again, your 52 email sequence should be around nurturing thought leadership and just continuing to provide valuable information. But there are tons of opportunities within that 52 emails to sell your audience. And the last step that you're going to do is create a structure for the weekly emails. So this is an example of what I mean. Let's say week 1 of the quarter is always educational information. Week 2 of the quarter is always a story or an in-depth case study. And week 3 is always an offer, right? Now this is your upsell or something actionable that you want them to do. You would do this same system for week 4 through 12. Map out what each week is intended to do. What is the goal of that week? Now you're going to go back and match week 1 with one of your content topics, and you're going to write the email. That is the 4-step system to mapping out your 52 email sequence. And I am not being facetious. This is the same system that our clients use and we use in our business to stay in contact with our audience once a week, just making sure that they understand that we want to continue to provide them value. We want to continue to get their feedback and get to know them and them to get to know us. And this is the easiest way for us to show up. And this doesn't have to be limited to just text. This doesn't have to be limited to just copy and writing. This could be a video to your audience. This could be a small course. This could be a voiceover training that you give to your email audience. The format that you deliver is up to you and how your audience receives information. So you don't have to be limited by writing an email out every week. You can jump on video like this if this feels more comfortable for you and walk through a training to your email list. But how do you further, and I'm talking about take it further, simplify building out your email sequence? This is really going to come in handy is templates. You have to create templates for efficiency and consistency. Remember, you're showing up every week now. You want your audience to know what your emails look like, what they sound like, and you want them to know when you are there. You want to be felt in the inbox, okay? The simplest way to do this is to create templates. So here's a list of templates that I recommend for you to create for yourself. You are having a welcome email as a template. You're having a weekly newsletter format, meaning your newsletters look consistent, the same format every week. That helps your audience remember that it is you. So even if they didn't catch the name on the email, when they open up the email template and they see your same branding banner at the top, or they see the format on how you format the images and the text, they know that that is your unique signature. You want your emails to pop out amongst all the other emails that are swarming their inbox, right? You also want to consider creating an educational email layout and testimonial or case study highlight and just having that as a set template that's already in your email marketing system. A product or a service announcement, right? Let it, again, the consistency on knowing when you are in their inbox that they are looking for you, okay? A call to action, like a focus email that focuses on a direct call to action to your audience. And as always, seasonal content and promotions are evergreen. It happens every year, and you can create templates around holidays that you and your audience share, and information, even personal information about your brand that you consider a seasonal promotion. And those are templates that you can already have built out. Again, building more consistency and efficiency in your day. But let's talk about it. Now, that was some good information. And I want to know, like, how prepared do you feel if you are? Let me know in the comments, right? Let me know in the comments. Are you currently have a big impact in your email list, right? If so, are you sending a 52 email sequence? Okay. But if your answer is no, I am not really big in my inbox, in my audience's inbox. I'm not really big on email marketing, but I am ready to take my social media followers from social media to the next level. Here is what the guide we have for you. So this is how we support our clients within this area. We are very big on being strategic and proactive, right? The 52 email sequence is proactive approach to getting in front of your audience's problems, their pain points, their obstacles, and showing them that you have already thought out of a solution that works for them, right? So in this strategic connection with your audience, you are planning this communication with them. You are planning their transformation. You are planning their next steps. So in our 46-page fillable PDF, it walks you through deeper than what I just went through the 5, 10, and even the 52 email sequence, so you can continue to build this connection with your audience outside of social media. So you can get your hands on this guide with 20% off, by the way, by getting the link in our bio and the show notes at the end and using the code email20. There are pages for you to actually write your emails out. There are suggested subject lines. There are ChatGPT prompts that will help you find your brand voice in writing to your audience because you want it to sound like it's authentically you, right? It's just so much information in there to help you create and organize your 12 email sequence and check them off so you have a checklist of creating your sequence every quarter. So we are nearing to the end of the year here. This is the perfect opportunity to get ahead. Again, we are talking about a proactive approach. This is the perfect opportunity to get ahead and get into your audience's inbox and build out your email sequence for the upcoming quarter, for the upcoming year, and really setting yourself up for success by being ahead of the game. So, as always, I am excited to bring order to your life and to your business. I am excited to simplify your day to day so that you have more meaningful interactions and more meaningful work that you can concentrate on and focus on because you're not overwhelmed with all of the to-dos and all of the things. So until next time, I am somewhere planning my way through life and business and helping you do the same. So we'll connect later.